Hello, friends. Hi, how are you today? I hope you're all doing well. I am fantastic. I'm here for the week of October 21st through 27th. My goodness gracious, friends, we have been on this ride and we have made it. We are doing very well with our uploading. I'm very happy. We are finally getting back on track. And I am so happy to bring the Spooky Night kit from the Prairie Planner to your attention. Now, if you saw my video last week, it was a very busy week, and I loved it. It was beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. However, I will say that this is not as busy a week, and I honestly love how it turned out. I loved last week too. And as I said, I love all my kits, but this week, I don't know what is so special about this week. I love it. There is not a part of this week that I don't love. Maybe it's the fact that I have been using the Pentel Energel Curo. I don't like it's 0.7, but it is a 0.7. It's in the color blood burgundy. Just burgundy. I've got Halloween on the mind. This is obviously Halloweeny. So yeah, I love it. I've been loving using these darker pens, and let me know in the comments if you want me to do a pen review, truly. Because they come in the colors, well, we're here. Sorry, it's not burgundy. It's black, crimson, so this is crimson, Bordeaux, olive, and charcoal. What's Bordeaux? I see the olive, I see the charcoal, I see the black, so the blue must be Bordeaux. That feels weird. Anyway, the point is, do you guys remember when we used to match our pens color to our spreads? I have been doing that this year, and I will link a video where I did one. Did I do a video of that? Now I'm going to go back. Anyway, this is nothing different. Like, if you have been here for a while, I am just laying down my headers. I don't normally lay them down in this pattern, but I did. I'm just trying to see, when did I do the yellow spread? Because that one was really cool. I feel like August, probably. But so August 12th through 18th. Oh boy, I hope. Oh gosh, I hope I filmed that one. I used yellow. Oh my goodness. I really hope I filmed that one. It turned out so beautifully. Now I'm worried I didn't. Okay, well, now we're going to go back and we're going to go on this adventure together to see if I filmed August 12th through 18. But yeah, that was when I used yellow, and I had a yellow kit for summer. Turned out beautifully. Anyway, I've been loving matching my pens to the kits again, and quite frankly, it's been so fun to like use my stuff. Now, I will say, doing the planning the way that I do, I go through pens a lot and I finish pens a lot. It's very satisfying. But this is also very, very, very satisfying. So I struggled with where I wanted to put the boxes. I had thought I might do a scattered pattern, and then I just realized I'm not going to do a scatter pattern. So I ended up just doing a straight across. And again, I realized that last week I did a straight across as well. I know. So I suppose the next week, which is Halloween, and it's a very busy week, I can make a scatter work. I'm sure of it. Anywho, yeah, I even at 2 times the speed sped up, I am still taking my sweet time to get everything down. I did use all 4 of the headers. So I did have a couple of leftover, and then it turned out it was just a very, very calm week after the prior week. So I was able to get those headers worked into the spread. So I only have 1 glitter header of all 4 of them left over, which is always fun. I can't ever just use 1 random glitter header. That just doesn't work for me, but, this has been nice to do it like this. Again, it's not my every week. It's not my preferred look. It's just some kids call for it, and that's just how it goes. So now we're into the sidebar, and I did mess up the sidebar just a smidgy, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It still looks good. As per always, I brought in my 2 habit trackers. They're not super relevant. At some point I will start tracking relevant stuff in there, but then I put in the currently reading, and I was reading Identity Unknown by Patricia Cornwell. I love her books. I do. I really do. And then I just put in my meals. And if anyone was interested, what I put in for my meals this week. On Monday, I don't think I ate anything. On Tuesday, I had spaghetti and meatballs with the kids. Not a success. On Wednesday, we had leftovers. On Thursday, we had chicken and veg, probably. On Friday, we had homemade pizza. On Saturday, we went to an arcade for a birthday party, and it was catered. And then on Sunday, we just had this and that in the fridge. So that was everything. And then we'll move into our day by day now. So on Monday, I worked from home, and I used a squidge from Fox and Cactus for that. Then my kiddo, unfortunately, had 2 hours of tantrums on this day. I don't know which kid it was. I didn't even note which kid it was. So it was probably both of them, if we're going to be totally honest. My son was fast approaching the terrible 2s, and oh boy, did those hit. He has just figured out how to say no, and he's very effective at wielding that. Then, so I used a Coffee Monsters Co. icon for that, and then I just pulled in an icon from the kit, and the Magical Sticker Co. Pull Stickers font. Oh my god, I love it. I pulled stickers on this evening. My husband was home on this day. That was super duper nice. So we caught up, and then I filmed my November 2024 kit lineup, pulling in another icon from the kit. And then that evening, we watched hockey. Regular season hockey started. I obviously am far behind because I am currently watching playoff hockey as of the game. It will start. Puck drop will start shortly. It's April 26th today. So it's kind of a make it or break it game for the Leafs. It feels like it's always a make it or break it game in the playoffs. We haven't won the cup since 1967. I don't know why I'm still a fan, but here I am. Anyway, on Tuesday, I used a paper and milk Maru. I was in the office on this day, and then it was really a very, very, very laid back day. So, I was in the office, and then my coworker and I went and had lunch together. I'm pretty sure we got sushi, so I used just a leftover fork, spoon, and knife icon for that. Then my in-laws so graciously came over to watch the boys on this evening, and I used a Fox and Pip icon for that. And then we did outdoor play, and I just pulled in, I'm not sure if you know what the dinosaur is, what shop the dinosaur is, do let me know, but I didn't. I don't know what that is. It's just one of my leftovers from my stash for autumn. Then on Wednesday, I marked Wednesday relatively the same, which is work in office with a paper and milk icon. And then I pulled in these emoji head that says you are on mute. It was like a synergy, like work business emoji sampler sheet, just because I don't know what happened on this day. I had 6 or 7 meetings, like a lot. Like normally, if I am in office, I will have 2 meetings on one of my days and 1 meeting on the other, like half an hour meetings. 6 or 7 meetings in one day was absolutely ass. It was not my favorite thing to do. And they weren't meetings that I had. Yeah. And then I didn't really have anything else to put. It was a very low-key day on Wednesday. So I just brought in some autumn deco, you'll see. And that was really nice. I really enjoyed it. A toadstool, some leaves, a tree with falling leaves. I probably could have laid it out better, but I think it looks pretty cute. And then my in-laws, again, marked it the same way as the day before. And then I just used an Olivia Playing in the Leaves to mark that we played outside in the backyard. It was mild, but not like the mildest on this day. So it was, yeah. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. So on Thursday, I worked from home. And I used a squish from Fox and Cactus for this and Friday. Same deal. And then I filmed and edited and uploaded a haul video. Couldn't tell you which one. And then I set up my 2025 Bujo. So for those 2 items and for the next item, I just pulled in icons from the kit. I love the icons that Sweet Tea Sticker Co. and the Prairie Planner have, because they are both very versatile. And I can hear my husband going out to check the raccoon. Look, we have a raccoon situation. So thank God for my husband. And my husband was home on this day, which was nice. And then on lunch, I just had a 1-hour nap. I was wiped, exhausted, done to my core. And then we have a family Christmas ornament that we buy every single year. And I just ordered it on this day. There was a very, very, very good deal. And then I used a Coffee Monsters Co. icon to know that I went to bed really early on this night. Then on Friday, again, work from home, no different. Again, another low-key day, so I just added in more of those glitter headers. But I had a call with my kids' school regarding a late start coming up, and that was fine. And then I used a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. filming slate and the film script from her shop to know that I filmed my May 13th through 19th day by day. And then moving on that trend, the rest of the day, I did a voiceover. And at my lunch, I walked to the Shoppers Drug Mart to pick up the kids' passports, because they don't leave them in mailboxes. You have to go pick them up. Then on Saturday, it was a bit of a busier day, but it was still really nice. So on Saturday, we went to Watson's Farm, which is a farm a little ways away from where we are, but they have the best apple picking. And that was just a leftover from the Prairie Planner. And then this other girl, Velda, I want to say, just picking some apples. We went apple picking there, which was really nice, but we also went pumpkin picking there. And I had to note with, oh my God, icon from Paper and Milk, I lost my phone in the pumpkin patch. We spent 45 minutes in the freezing cold trying to look for it, and then I found it just as we had given up, and I was like, I'm going to have to buy a new phone. Then we were so overjoyed that we let the kids just stay there, and their food court had closed, but we got to feed the goats there, and they just thought that was the best thing in the entire world. And when we got home, my kiddo and I had a big nap. It was a lot of outdoor time, a lot of walking. And then that evening, we went to our friend's daughter's birthday at an arcade. It was so much fun. On Sunday, oh gosh, my littlest woke up at so far before when the sun woke up. So far before. Then I used a Stick with a Plan Co. My big kid and I baked banana muffins, which was really fun together. Then just some icons from the kit to note. I folded some laundry that I had done previously and washed sheets. And then I got my hair and makeup going, and we had a Halloween brunch and like a haunted house at my dad's golf club, which was really, really, really fun. They really did that well. And then when we got home, my big kid and I did some pumpkin carving because it was our only day before Halloween. So that was my entire week. I think it turned out really well. I really loved it. I thought I had a lot of fun planning this week, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Toodles, friends!